M3 Plus now, or save a bit for the M3 Max? So here's the thing between the two. I believe the M3 Plus has the ability to do wireless transferring of files, like wireless printing, like the Creality Cloud, whereas the M3 Max does not. So that's the downfall of the Max, but obviously you get a much larger build volume. So really, it depends on what you want to print. In my opinion, the M3 Max is a great buy. I mean, for what, it's 1100, right? 1099. So I think that's a pretty good deal. So always here to watch printers on the back. Yeah, well, we got another part of the armor. Let me show you guys exactly what we're printing. So this is a part of armor. It did warp a little bit, so we might have to try and mold that down a little bit if we can, because it's not fully cured yet. So maybe we can do that. Beats the 1700 for the frozen. Yeah, but the frozen you get an extra 100 millimeters on the Z and an extra 40 on the Y, and another, it's pretty much the same on the X. So it is a much bigger machine all around. And they are starting to ship normal units. So if you buy one, you probably get one in the next 2 months, I'd say. Can't guarantee that, but they are shipping normal units now. They're all done with the pre-orders. So. I'm actually on Twitch right now, and I'm kind of watching Loyal Moses as well. So piece is 1700 for frozen. Actually, I think that went up to 1900 if I'm not mistaken. So you've seen my TikToks a few times, Dia 3D. I remember. So just FYI, I believe you're on my group. So whatchamacallit, your name does not pop up. So if you click out of the video, above is a link on the video, and it'll allow me to see your actual name pop up on the feed, because right now it just says Facebook user. And I don't know if that's you just talking or like 3 other people talking, unless I'm logged on to my thing. I have... You're working on editing a review video. Yeah, I need to get off my butt and do a couple of those. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna have anybody join me right now. Maybe later, but I'm kind of blah right now. I have a major head cold, and like an hour ago I was all puffy, and I sneezed like 6 times in a row. It was horrible. So that fix it? That fix what? Trying to get your ANET back up and running. Oh God, from the storm? That's no bueno. Oh, trying to fix it. Well, the thing is okay. If you're chatting on my personal page, I don't see you chatting on here, so that's why I have my personal page open. But if you're chatting off of the group, it might just say Facebook user. So just FYI, it's kind of dumb. No, the printing issues. So you're already having issues with it? Hopefully it's not because of the water or the rain, whatever. Did this just like cut off? Because all chat just cut off. So we have one in 3D printing for noobs. We have one in Twitch, 0 off my Akuma Mods page, 3 off of my page, and 7 off of YouTube's. The bumpy prints for some reason. That's very strange. Well, welcome. Hello, Robin. Check out my post on the group. Yeah, I haven't really been on it today, so I'll be honest. There's days and sometimes weeks where I'm just like I'm there, but I'm just accepting people into the group or denying them, and I don't really even look at the group. Um, I don't. I'm not as active on the group as I used to be, but I'm still around if anybody needs me. Anybody can even message me, and I'll be around. That's what I basically tell everybody on Discord too. Like if you're free, um, you can just message me. That's probably the best way to get a hold of me. What's up, Matt? Can I ask a question? Ask away. If it's 3D printing, I will try and answer it best I can. What's up, Ben? Ben, we're printing right now on the Hellet 1 Plus. I'm not set up for multi-stream right now. I'm just on OBS, so. I have a longer LK5 Pro and it's not working. Okay. What is the issues you're experiencing? I got the max temp error. Have you any knowledge on how to fix? So I would take off the cover on the hot end and just make sure that your screws are tightened down just a little bit. You don't want them super tight because it'll break the wires, but yeah, you just want to check those wires and see if maybe something's loose on there. If not, then maybe you'll have to replace those wires. So, but it's good that it's doing a max temp error because that means that thermal runaway is in. I'm all congested. I probably should. I'm probably not tired. I slept a lot today, and it could be that I'm overtired. But yeah, I have a head cold, and it's making me feel all blah. So I'm supposed to be at work right now, but I was like, you know what? I wasn't feeling it today, and I'm like, I'm not going to do anything. Um, so I'm like, you know what? I'll take the day off. Screw it. So, um, but yeah. because I checked the resistance on the nozzle and the bed, but I got... Okay, so that's very strange. I got resistance that longer stated was normal. Okay, so then that probably means that the wires are good. But I would check on the actual heater block. There's the thermistor, and then there's the heater cartridge. I would check those two out and see. So you just sent me pictures through Messenger. I just tried to put together my new Cobra Max, but it's missing a screw. Not a vital one, but I'll wait until tomorrow when I'm fresh. Oh, well, that's not good. All right, let's see here. So that looks like wet filament. That looks like bad filament to me. You're also too close to the bed, from what it looks like. You're like tearing it apart, basically. You're making it bubble up. That's what it looks like to me. So I would double check your Z offset and check your roll of filament and make sure that it's not wet. Because I know at least here we had a extremely humid day the other day, and it was only 66, but it felt like it was about 90. So changing a nozzle, I'll be honest, I've ran printers for years without changing a nozzle. The only time I ever had to change a nozzle is when I ran like something special through it. That's it. Usually I heat it up to a hot amount, like 240. I manually push it through the extruder, and as long as it comes out in a straight line, it should be good. So the nozzle shouldn't be... It's a volcano nozzle. You sure? I didn't think those came with a volcano hot end. That's a pretty extreme hot end. Usually A-nets do not come with that. It might be an MK8 nozzle. But volcanoes, they're a specific block. They're a round heatsink. So yeah, I need to get a dehumidifier for my print room. It's getting humid here. I think I have a Sunlu filament dryer if you want, Brian. So I checked the wires on both, and it's within normal range. Yeah, but I'm not saying like not the resistance or anything. You wanna go in there, turn off the machine, obviously, and just check to see if that screw is pushing up against those two wires. So basically, you have the two wires, right, that are kind of like a V, and then you want that to basically press up against it, and you just want it like just so tight. You don't want it too over tightened. So I have to take a look at this because I don't think that ANATs came with a volcano, because that was kind of after. Now I know I gave you the fancy one, so yeah, definitely not. Yeah, that the nozzle size doesn't matter. It's the thread. The thread is going to be like this long if it's a volcano hot end. So when you unscrew it, the screw part will be like, it'll be that long. I'm not even joking. Like, it'll be huge. But as far as I know, ANETs just have a crappy nozzle on them. So, but I mean, if you're gonna change out the nozzle, you might as well throw on a .6 on there while you're at it, and then just change the profile. But that's if you got one. Go with an all metal hot end. You'll never have to change it again. Or hot end nozzle. Okay, I was thinking the motherboard was fried because I was able to update the firmware on the longer slicer, but nothing changes. It still doesn't print. I can send you a photo of the screen I have if that's okay. Yeah, absolutely. Send it away. Yeah, I didn't think so, John. ANET is like, so for most of you people that don't know, Creality made a name in the industry, but ANET actually pretty much started everything for the ability for desktop printing for the masses, I should say. Creality was there, but it wasn't. They weren't as cheap. Like the CR10 was out there, but it wasn't in most people's grasp. I think the CR10 at its cheapest at that point was like $800. Great machine. The original CR10s are amazing. CR10S even more so. But ANET pretty much made everything. So um, yeah, that's what I thought. They're definitely not a volcano. I think I'm going to play around with leveling after I get my flex bed in the mail tomorrow. Good. Yeah, because you're gonna have to recheck your Z offset and make sure that it's good, because otherwise you're gonna have a bad day if you don't. It'll dig right into that bed. Man, taking a lot out of me talking. Plus, when I print on the mat it came with, I literally have to use scraper to peel it off. That means your Z offset is too close. So while it's printing, you should be able to adjust that Z offset while it's printing. You should be able to go into the settings and put your Z offset up a little bit. I would think it'd be able to do 0.01 or zero point 0.5. But yeah, you definitely want to bring it up because if it's gluing it to the plate, it's a little too much. So that thing is so teeny. Sorry, I'm just looking at some things here. Got it. The rain didn't get into the machine though, thankfully. Good. I got a rubber band pistol on a Labis printer right now. I'll send you a picture. Cool. Um, okay, I have sent it to you. Thanks again for sharing my question. Absolutely. Let's see here. Got some stringing going on there. Got some wet filament. All right. Let's see. here, click here. This is the info screen as of right now. Oh, okay. So at least you have firmware on it then. But I'm not, yeah, so you might want to try and re-flash the firmware on that as well. That is a little bit out of my range. My ability to do modeling is Tinkercad, and I can do something like this, a box. That's about as far as I go. So articulating stuff, yeah, you're asking the wrong person. I'm sorry. I'm not that talented. I don't have time to sit down and actually model stuff. So yeah, I had some stringing with this filament because it's Amazon return, but this came out beautifully. So we cleaned up the stringing, and my dummy self forgot to disable supports when I printed it. So that was fun, taking out all the little supports in between each and every link. That was fun times. So it took me a good hour to clean up this print. So when it should have been literally a print in place. So that was fun. But this is an awesome print. I love this crystal dragon. Worth every penny. Yeah, so the firmware looks like it might have halfway took. That's what it looks like. So you might want to try and reinstall it. What am I printing? I'm not printing anything right now. No, I'm printing a small model for someone. Then I'm printing another part of some armor, resin printing. At work, babysitting obsolete GM parts, mostly doing nothing except finishing 3D prints by filling, smoothing, sanding, and painting. Cool. Uh, Speaking of that, I got to get to your thing wherever I put it on my desk here. There it is. So we'll take some measurements here. We'll do some mock-ups. I think I can throw my thing on here. Let's see here. How do you prevent stringing? Dry your filament. Turn up your temperature. Store it in a good place. So thanks, Matt. I will. Uh, Mock-ups of what? I gotta print this thing for my buddy here, Justin. And we might as well try and do this live. I think my thing can do this. There we go. Is Amazon filament pretty good? I've been using inland filament, and the silk is hell to work with. So any silk is going to be problematic. It's just the additives that they use, just they don't make it very good. So um, yeah. So in my opinion, what you call it? Filament just in general is not very good. Filament. Sorry, the car's running, but nobody's behind the wheel. Um, in my opinion, with silk filaments, they're just problematic always. So your print head is moving up and down. So that's not your printer head, it's your actual hot end. You need to tighten down. Amazon filaments is not very good. I won't buy it again. Had to print PLA at least 210 just to keep it from plugging my nozzles. That's what you should be printing at. The main thing you guys should be doing is printing a filament temp tower, because that's the same thing. Nobody does it, including myself. I usually just set a target temperature. It's either 210 or 215. That's all I print between those two, because otherwise it'll be a disaster and it's not going to bond properly. And with silk filaments, I'm usually printing at 220. But either way, you should be printing a temp tower to verify what you're supposed to be printing at. What's up, Mr. Kruger? How's it going, man? All right, so let's see if we can get this set up here. So let's do a box. All right, let's get some measurements. So I'm not crazy. No, you are absolutely not. I mean, I am crazy, but you know, take it as you want. What's your most dependable resin printer that makes the best prints? Probably need to get one for certain things. One that you will probably not be able to get your hands on. It is my oldest printer. It is 3 years old. And that is my Weebox Lite 130. If I put something to print on that, it will print every single time. It's had one failure in its entire lifetime. And really, it was my fault anyway. So, but I'll chalk it up as a fail regardless. So, all right. So let's get some measurements here. So these are going to be very thin walls, 0.5. Okay. So, but yeah, that's my Weebox Lite 130 for sure. $17mm around. Well, I definitely believe I'm okay when I'm definitely not. So, all right. 17. So we'll probably have to adjust that a little bit. Let's do, so this is 0.5 millimeter on the inner walls. So basically we got to do 17, so we're going to do 16.5. 16.5. What's a good first resin printer? One with a wide available of colors. Well, that's anything. You can print any resin on there. It's not like filaments where, you know, like some filaments are harder to print than others. Usually resin, no matter what you're printing with, it'll print. Every resin printer will print it. So that air purifier is by my House Smile. Ordered 2 total. Came to $29.99. I think they're $89.99. Yeah, you guys better jump on that, because that was a hell of a deal. I'm going to go and try and flash the firmware to see if that works. Thanks for letting me pick your brain. Absolutely. And if you have any other further questions, just go ahead and post up in the group. And I'm sure somebody who knows a lot more about that specific printer might be able to help you out with it. As for a good resin printer, there's a good starter package, the Anycubic Photon, or I'm sorry, the Anycubic Mono 4K and the Anycubic Wash and Cure Station with a bottle of resin is on Amazon right now for $414. It's a smaller resin printer, but it definitely gets you started and going. So I do highly suggest that if you're looking for something like that. So that was a terrible idea. Why did I do that? Let's do this. All right, so now what we need to do is we need to hollow this out. We're going to bring this up a little bit. It's most likely that is a half a millimeter. So 5. Okay, we're going to align that. And we're going to do that. Okay, so now we have our box. I should probably find out how big this is. That is about 12 and a half. 12 and a half millimeter tall. Okay, so that is essentially our part right there. So now yeah, and resin printing is a lot easier than FDM in my opinion. Sure, it's a lot more messy, but what you get out of it is a lot better. So now, actually, now that I think about this, I should probably bring that up. Millimeter, yeah, that should be good. And then we're going to align it, and then we're going to flip it. Okay, so then we can take this and we can set it as a hole. Down in the hole. So we need something that is 14 millimeters around. Okay. So it's not the fact that they're going to bother you. They will literally seep into your bloodstream system and cause some major issues with the chemicals that you work with on resin. So even though I can know that I don't have a irritation to resin, even if I left it on my skin, it will seep into my bloodstream. No matter who you are, I don't care how crocodile your skin is, it'll do it to everybody. So. Hi, baby.
Are you ready for the show?
Yeah, I'm talking to people.
Oh.
Surprised you're not in bed.
Are you
Yeah, you're all ready for bed? So.
No.
You should be ready for bed.
Okay,
we gotta figure out how to do this. Can we cut this in half? I see.
Someone is written. Someone is written.
Yep.
Right here. Please don't call my phone. That's what I need. Call Cool. Daddy, where you got those? Where you got that dragon one?
Yeah, that's the dragon we printed, baby.
Oh. Where's you printing?
I'm printing a bunch of stuff.
Orange?
Irritation of waiting a month for replacement printer parts from China or trying to find a cheap high these days for Octoprint. You can find a cheap high, you just got to know which micro center to go to.
Over there on the TV.
What?
What's over there on the TV?
Oh, we're just doing some stuff.
Oh, what's that over there? What is that over there?
It's just some stuff.
Oh, you put it down?
Yep.
It'll make it slime.
Dang it. I'm trying to think how to do this now.
Huh, it's not a slime. It's like a little baby small slime.
No, but you got one in Chicago. I know they stock pies.
But they touch it.
No.
Oh,
Leave it be.
it's that.
It's okay.
Whoa, look at her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
What
I
are
could have
these
just done a half a sphere.
here? Daddy?
I'm not gonna work. That's Captain Planet.
Oh, yeah.
Captain Planet.
He's a sister.
Got my CM4 from Big Tree Tech. Yeah, see, I was able to get a CM4 perfectly fine, not even a month ago. If I was a bulk seller, I could definitely get pies easily. We have the Chicago circuit connection, I think it's called, and they work exclusively with whatchamacallit, the Raspberry Pi Foundation. Oh, nice. Oops. I think I'm going about this the wrong way. I need to make an indentation here, and I'm trying to figure out how I can do that. I think I'm just doing it wrong. So let's go this way. Okay. What's up, Ben? How's it going, man? Yeah, that's usually how it is. That's not what I want. I have a feeling I'm just doing this all wrong, and I'm just not in the right state of head here. Cool.
Really good. What is that? Music. I make music, Dad.
Oh, okay.
Oh, excuse me.
I think I got it. We're going to move this over here, this over here. And basically, we're going to turn this into a solid, turn this into a hole, and we're going to cut these together. And there's our little divot. That's too much though. Well, no, actually. A cup in the middle. Relax, don't do it. And don't do it. Relax, don't do it. There you go.
I found a Pokemon, Daddy.
Oh yeah?
Little Stews.
Oh yeah, you did find a Pokemon.
Yes, this Pokemon is don't know her name. I know her name.
Yeah?
It's her name.
Okay.
I know her
So now,
name. I know her
we
name,
can do
Daddy.
this. And that looks more like what we need. Come down just one more. That I think is about as good as we are getting.
I found another Pokemon, Dad.
Oh yeah?
I found another Pokemon.
Okay. So now we can go ahead and we can line these, make sure that they're good, and then we can put it in there. And then what I can do is I can flip this around. Not that way. And then I can do a square box. Go 17. 17. Line these two. Line these two. And then we can bring this box up about half a mil. Right? Think that'll be good. Maybe not. Oh no, we need 16 and a half. My bad.
Okay.
That's right, because we have 5.5 millimeter walls.
Oh, this shit. I want to get on it. No, I'm there.
This is going to be a very thin-walled piece. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. Okay. So how do we fix that? Let's get this. We'll do 16 and a half. All right.
Daddy, Pikachu is out.
I see.
Pikachu is really got to stay here. Pikachu's foot is with me. Oh, we really got to. And her ear is going off. Another ear is come off. Another ear is come off.
Oh, you broke his ear.
No, a forest broke here. That's a cord on it. Hey, little girl. No, it's
Ah.
hey, little girl. I down here. I know you gotta come up here.
Sammy, you gotta go up. You gotta go upstairs, honey.
Say good night,
Okay.
Daddy. Night, Daddy.
Good night.
Yeah. Oh, so I'm gonna get my diapers. Yeah, grab your diapers. I know, I'm gonna use you as bait. Hey! I know. Hey, Dad,
What?
are you live?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I need to change up laundry or you can't do that.
Okay.
There's a bag full of their kids' clothes.
How am I gonna do that? think I know what I can do. So I need a 2 mil on the sides. Okay. So I think I know what I can do. I need a ruler. Oh, I think I got it. 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 Oops. All right. Now let's bring a box in here. We're going to do 16.5. What the hell did I do? Oh, there we go. Okay. Now we can go ahead and align and center. This. And I gotcha. I got it. I got it. Might be a little different, but for the most part, it's what it needs to be. Think that's good enough, man. Not 100% what it is. The dip is a little bit more than I'd like it to be. Maybe not. Maybe not. We might be okay. Up just a little bit. Okay, now we're good. So now that should be 1250. Let's verify everything before we go good. 50 by 1/2 mil. Okay. I think that's good. So we can go ahead and delete that, and that way we can basically print it as is. And there we go. Now the good thing is we can resin print this, so even though it's very thin walls at 0.5 millimeters, it should come out pretty well. I need 8. Okay. All right, so I think we're good on this. We're going to export this file. I think that's about as good as we're going to get, to be honest, with my skills. So let's go ahead and throw it in Sheet2Box and see if we can throw it on one of these printers. I can easily pump out those, if not more. Maybe I'll throw some flex in there, so that way we have some stuff with it. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Boom. That's awesome. It's not as round as I'd like it to be, but it'll work. Hopefully the resin will smooth that out. So, but yeah, we can easily do that. Let's see. We have the mini AK that's available. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. So we'll try and print them like this. And there's a possibility it might fail, but we could give it a shot. It's not going to be a lot of resin. Because the other issue I have is because they're so thin, I don't want to print them this way and support them. I'd rather print them on their side. So maybe we can do that. Maybe we can select all and turn them on their sides. Come on, man. We can probably get away with printing them like that. So yeah, let's do another batch like this. Control, control, control. Yeah, sure. Why not? We'll try that. So we got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20. We got 21. We could probably put a lot more on there, but let's give it a go, shall we? We got that printer free. We'll do normal settings because I don't want to do speed settings just in case anything is funky. It'll take 1 hour and 23 minutes on non-speed settings. I got just a little bit of resin in there. So that will be perfect. And That would explain why that looks so weird. There's all my files. Okay. All right, successful. Maybe we'll put just a little bit more in there just to be on the safe side. Okay. So off we go. She is printing. What's up, Savage? How's it going? All right. So we'll see how those turn out. Excuse me. Oh, I've been sneezing terribly. So, Keel? All right. So that's pretty much it for that. So, all right, we got that done. What I probably actually should have done, now that I'm thinking about it, is I should have done them in all different orientations so I can show off the differences on why you should and shouldn't orientate some parts. Oh well. Church Islands. All right. We have one person watching on Twitch. I'm curious to know who. Yeah, 4 people on the YouTube. You are very welcome, sir. Thank you for coming in because I probably would have forgot about it. All right, let's see. Oh, where is that? Okay, so left hand and right hand. So let's go ahead and put this back up. Let's go ahead and share our screen again. And get that all situated. Okay, that. Let's turn this back up. I gotta take a look at this file really quick. Let's go Mega. Open. Yeah, I figured these were supposed to be straight. Damn it. Okay. Okay. So now we need, where is that? Downloads. They need left hand and right hand. Okay. So so the next thing we're going to do, I wanted to take a look at Vici, because the supports on this looked crazy. Update from Mango to the M3. Sure. No. I would like to add files. Let's go to objects. Let's go to small.
Good Lord. That's a lot of stuff. Auto refill time, baby. Hmm. What's up, Brett? Are you the one on Twitch? Yep, looks like it. We need to get some more. I am the one. All right, I think that's good enough. Things at a semi-angle. Good. Prepare a 3D model. Huh? Yes, that is a very busy plate for sure. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that is one very busy plate for sure. We're going to go prepare. Let's do light, and let's do all right. Let's try this auto support. See how she goes. That is pretty fast.
So I'll tell you in a second after I sneeze. Because I have congestion. I am setting up a print for Major Chip Hazard from Small Soldiers on the Frozen Sonic Mega 8K. And I'm not expecting it to come out, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, dang it. I can't do this. I forgot. I keep forgetting that I need to replace my FET film. So if I print this, at least one of these parts will not come out. This is not the end of the world. So I just need to figure out what and change it around. Auto feeding system has been activated. All right. Yeah, this support setup is a lot longer than Sheet 2 bucks. So, but it's optimizing supports, huh? So it's going to give me the best support structure possible. Bless you. Thank you. What is Honey Badger's real name? That's James. James and Mike make up Honey Badger. James is usually the face of it. Mike is the behind the scenes who paints everything. He is a very, very talented fellow. When it comes to painting, even though he doesn't think that his models are good, it's better than I would ever imagine me being at. So he's kind of oh, cool. That would be awesome. Okay, supports added. So let's see how this looks. This is what I'm curious about, because so even though I used auto supports, it actually has some good areas for it. I'm not digging the little nubs here. I probably should have used a raft, but oh well. We can probably get away with this. That's not bad. Well, he got a big boy resin printer today, so he got an Opus, a photocentric Opus, which is like a $7,000 machine. So, well, this is actually resin. It's not filament. So I print mostly in resin. If you can't see in the background, that's all I really do, to be in all honesty. So, but this looks kind of promising, actually. I don't really see anything that I have to support. But yeah, it is a 6-month rental. But yeah, he's definitely excited for it. And I'm really excited because I guarantee I'm going to be hounded by, why did I do this today? But that printer is on a whole nother level, so he should have almost no issues with it. So, oh, it should turn out good. It'll turn out just as good as here. I'll show you. Where did he go? Oh. So yeah, I do mostly resin printing, and this is the stuff that comes out of it. So like super high detail. This is right off the build plate. I haven't done anything to it. No sanding, no nothing. So there's that. You know, you got little miniatures like this, like that guy. And when it comes to points and tips like swords and spiky things, yeah, be careful, because that guy's pricked me several times. Then we have like some minor stuff like anger. I'm gonna put some red LEDs in his eyes. Then we have like super small miniatures like this crazy guy. So yeah, you could do all kinds of crazy stuff with resin printing. Um, yeah, I know you print in resin just for cleaning purposes. I like to make those bases solid on FDM. I don't use rafts bases. Yeah. I wouldn't exactly say that. There's some days where it's just like failure city, but I try and keep that at a minimum if I can. So this is very interesting how this is set up here. Like this is almost like Photon Workshop. But I think we can get away with this. This looks very promising, actually. I might be into lychee here for a little bit. So we'll have to see. All right, let's see if we can get this set up. I gotta figure out what the settings are for this. Okay. But again, I know one of these parts is going to fail, so just because the FET film is busted on it, so I have to take that into account. Which most likely it's going to be these two pieces. So we'll have to find out what ones print and which ones don't, because also we're going to have to mix in some more resins in there. We're going to have to do some more alchemy today. Let's see here. Let's get can we save this? How do we save this as is? Batch tool. What is this? Input file. Output. Oh, I know what this is. Okay. Magic. Oh, so you could basically just have it do everything. That's pretty awesome. So 10-inch screen on a Sonic Mighty 8K. Nice. Gonna be reviewing that when it comes out. Absolutely, I will be getting one. I don't know if I'll be getting one from Frozen, but I will definitely be getting one. So, because that's going to be an interesting printer for sure. So, I kind of figured it was going to be a 10-inch because the current Mighty is at 9.3, and obviously they would go up. So my only guess would be like they were either going to go with a 10 or a 13-inch screen. So let's break down all barriers of printing size. I see their post. Okay. That's very good. So we were actually just discussing this today about resin dispensers, and nowadays they are needed for the purpose of people making figurines and just general things. Whereas what resin printing is really made for is for dental and jewelry. So that's why they have like the major ones, the ones that are really, really expensive. Um, you'll see that they have a very short build volume. They don't go over like 250 because there's no need. There really is no need to be at 250. Most of them are at like 200. And that's because, like I said, they have one specific application and that's it. They're not really meant to do models and things like that. They're meant to do like super high detail and small items. But now with the whole um, shift and everything, you have people that are needing more, like the Anycubic M3 Max that has an auto fill feature. I don't think that Frozen will add that in there. It would be a nice feature to have, absolutely, but it would be great to see that. So, hi Athena, how's it going? Long time no see. Yeah, the Mega 8K definitely needs one for sure. Um, I've talked with Anycubic to see if maybe they would think about selling the auto refill setup, but we'll have to see. Family's going good. Yeah, they got Nick, my son, got me sick, so I have like a giant head cold, and it's coming and going, um, like every hour or so. And then I have sneezing fits, and then I feel like my head is blown up. But yeah, everything's going good right now. So how's you and your little ones? They doing good? By the way, if anybody's on Twitch and they feel they want to raid me so people could follow me more, that would be awesome. But hey, I'm just asking. All right, so we got to get some gloves on here and get this all situated. Gotta remove these prints. All right, let's get this all situated. So as you can see, I have a damaged part on the FEP that just kills one of the prints there. So I'm expecting at least one item to be damaged on this build plate here. So we'll have to see. Um, here where's my OBS? There we go. That'll be good.
somewhat. Need something stronger. Just can't do it, Captain. There we go. What I get for printing directly on the build plate. Alright. Now we're all good. Just ordered 10 feet by 24 inches of end fit from McMaster in 0.002 millimeter. Going to do that FEP swap on my Mega 8K and Mono X 6K. I thought that the FEP was 0.5 millimeter for the Mega because I need to order some. So let me know if that works out without having to re-level your build plate, because I thought it was 0.5. Curiosity, should we just empty this and put in some new resin? Maybe we'll do that. You know what? I got some. Was that skin resin? Pour that in there. It's great. Amazon returns, brand new. All because the bottle was damaged. Was it returned? Yeah, 0015. Yeah, you might be right. It might be better to go up that way, so you have more durability with the FEP. I hate these. I love them, but I hate them. Disaster. Go ahead and mix that. We'll run some tests, see how that goes. We'll do. I think it's. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Yeah. Yeah. When they told me what it was, frozen, and I was like, that seems pretty thin, which would probably explain why mine is damaged. But I just keep printing with it. Screw it. If I damage the screen, and oh well. But I think I'm gonna hop off here. I might come back on a little bit later, maybe in about a half hour. I gotta go do some things around the house really quick, walk the dogs, and change out the laundry. And yeah, we don't really have too many people viewing, so maybe we'll go live on TikTok later. Put it that way. Do we have power to this? No. I never remember to charge my phone, my extra phone. Let that charge. Okay, bye. All right, guys. Well, you have a good one, and yeah, until next time, happy printing.